Hey, good morning. It's Linda again at Inner Kid Keto. Welcome back. Or if this is your first time, welcome today. I'm wearing black today because it signifies mourning. This is retroactive mourning for my family. I am just now learning at the age of 76 why so many things in my family were so challenging. This morning I did a little family tree. I put it in this little format. Mom and Dad. There's me in the middle, just under the tree, getting all the genetics that come through. And those little dots represent genetic issues that came down the line. Both sides of the family: alcoholism, drug addiction, ADD, anxiety, depression, suicidal ideation, actual suicide. You get the idea. And my family isn't unique. I've been reading this wonderful new book, Change Your Diet, Change Your Mind, by Georgia Ede, MD. And I did some research this morning, and early in the book, this is a list of things that she mentioned. Way back in 1921, they found out that keto helped with epilepsy. They found research that's helped with MS, Parkinson's, migraines, diabetes, heart disease, depression, anxiety, cancer. That's quite a bit. We could put the whole medical profession almost out of business. This book, Any Way You Can, by Annette Bosworth. She has YouTube videos. She's an MD as well. Her mother got cancer. Mom says, "What can you do to help me?" She says, "Go on keto." And Mom got better. And she was in a very advanced stage, so you can read that in this book too. These are serious topics. I've had heart disease. I was born with fetal alcohol syndrome. I got a heart murmur. I was born with a genital defect because back in 1948, there wasn't a lot of information about not drinking during pregnancy. My sister also had fetal alcohol syndrome and also had heart surgery, age 5. Brother got heavily involved with drugs, tried to kill himself, died of cancer at 49. Dad had heart disease, emphysema, heavy smoker. Mom was heavy smoker. Grandpa was heavy smoker. All of these addictions have some genetic relevance. Don't want to get too serious here, but it is serious. Being well is serious. I just want to tell you that I've been on this keto program since the day after Thanksgiving, and now it's January, late January. Besides losing the 30 pounds, I also got my brain back. I was able to get off my ADD medication, and I'm functioning better than I ever have. Who knew? Those antidepressants I took and those serotonin uptake inhibitors, whatever, I put on 50 pounds. You didn't think that was good for my heart and my health? Yeah, it was a little less fuzzy, but not a lot. I've tried 1,000 things to get off those drugs, and finally keto got me off. So I want to just give a couple of more visuals. Here's a baby in denial. Absolutely no awareness. Don't know how they got there, just born into it. If you found my channel or many other channels on keto, you're breaking denial. You're starting to get the truth. You're starting to learn. I've got little Linda here. You've seen her a lot. Today I put her with an eye band on so she can't see what she didn't know was hurting her. And of course, she was very addicted to whatever went in her mouth, particularly sweets and sugars and goodies like that. Not blaming the kid, helping the kid. So the family tree back there, ADD, drugs, autism, booze, all kinds of things can be traced back to your food dynamics. Do your own research. Don't settle on mine. Do your own studies. I went and got my hair cut yesterday, and I was sharing with my hairdresser about how I've lost over 30 pounds since Thanksgiving, and I was very excited to share all the keto information. And she shared back that she's been on a food plan that strongly limited those kind of foods, and that she's lost 56 pounds in under a year. There's something going on, folks. Something going on. So I'm going to just say a little prayer. Hey God, 100 years ago, my mother was born, 1925, and it's 2025. And in those days, they didn't have this information. And she finally died with Alzheimer's and other painful issues. So on behalf of my grandparents, parents, siblings, I have several siblings in spirit from alcohol abuse or other side effects of not knowing about keto. I didn't have any kids this lifetime. I just knew I wouldn't be up to it. I wouldn't have been. But I do like leaving a trail. And the trail I want to leave with you is more awareness, more tools. If even one person who sees this rethinks their research and their exploration of alternative ways of treating your health issues, it was worth it. But I know there'll be more than one. Feel free to write me in the comments what you're learning, what you're discovering. I will be reading them. So, another part of our program is feed yourself love first. A lot of times with our learning challenges and our family dynamics, alcoholic parents, not enough food or money because they're spending money on the cigarettes and the alcohol, or they're crazy spending because they just don't have any control over their emotional things, then the next generation gets a lot of guff. You might have been that next generation. You might have been a grandchild, niece, nephew, whatever. We can't change the past, but we can sure draw a line in the sand and start fresh. Now, I had a very important moment. I think this was about 30 years ago. I was having a fight with a friend, and it was outside. I was in the snow, and I had on boots. And I said very strongly, "No one will ever abuse me again." And I made a line in the snow with my boot. Maybe edging over into a little different topic, but maybe not. If you've had a pattern of being abused, whether self-abused or abused by those around you, make a line. Make a literal line. Get some chalk or a crayon. I don't care if you put it on your garage floor, on your sidewalk, on your kitchen floor. I don't care. Make a line. And make that vow, no one will ever abuse me again. And say it out loud for yourself. That day was a turning point for me. I also had to stop abusing myself. When I grew up with so much craziness, and there really was a lot of craziness, we had a runaway living in our basement for 3 weeks. We didn't even know he was there. My brother brought him in because nobody was home, nobody was paying attention. There were a lot of things. Our house was the flop house because there was no supervision. Everybody'd come to our house and hang out, play their drums loud till 2 in the morning, whatever. It was crazy town. You think you get your homework done in crazy town? Not enough heat, not enough food, not an ounce of peace. I know I'm a walking miracle. I have my character defects, I have my challenges, and I've had tons and tons of help and support from incredibly good therapists, 12-step groups, other healing groups. I can give you references to wonderful tools if you're interested. We're planning on creating a panel of support feelings coaches for this channel. So while you're going off, while you're clearing your dynamics of body trauma, emotional trauma, we're going to have a team standing by to help you through the detox stage till you get back on your feet and feel solid again. One more picture. Maybe make a family tree of your own. These little dots represent smoking, drinking, food addiction, acting out, violence, rage, both sides of the family. And it fell right down on me, and I got a bunch of that stuff too. I knew early on not to drink. I had negative, strong reactions to drinking. I was also afraid of drugs. Didn't go there, saw too much. But boy, have I used sugar. Junk food was my fun place to go. I started babysitting in my teens, and every day I would buy a Hershey bar every single day. It was like my buy high. It gave me a lift like a drug does. I've found some safer ways to have chocolate now. I still love chocolate, but I get the real quality stuff and I sweeten it with stevia, and I don't use too much, and I don't use it like a drug anymore. Maybe that's all we got to say for today. But if you have a family tree that's got you in this chair watching me today because you have either gained too much weight or have too much anxiety or other addictions or other health problems, whatever got you here today, thanks for showing up. Thanks for sitting through this. Thanks for coming back. I have committed to coming 7 days a week for the whole year of 2025. Let's see if we make it. I'll be here. Hopefully you'll be here. Remember, kids, feed yourself love first. My program is Inner Kid Keto because I recognize that it's not just the food, it's the inner child that needs some help and love and recovery. So for that purpose, I'm going to bring little Linda back out of hiding, and let's take off her blindfold. Let's take off the illusion. Let's remove those lies. It's coming off. It's coming off. Okay. I'm taking off that stuff. She gets to see she gets to come back to normal life. She doesn't even need a binky. She just gets to be my cute little girl, my cute little inner child. For now, adios. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.